Now let's begin.
3, 2, 1.
So I just finished the new 2022 film directed by Joe Begos, Christmas, Bloody Christmas. And I gotta say right off the bat that I'm not a fan. I was not a fan of this film. I did not care for our main character, Tori. I thought she was very annoying, unlikable, in my opinion. Everybody in the first half is pretty much a drunken, horny asshole. And this wouldn't be a problem if I liked the dialogue or I thought it was funny or I cared about these characters. Speaking of the dialogue, I'm not a fan of the way Joe Begos writes his F-bombs. I've talked a little bit about this before, but there's a certain magic when it comes to writing F-bombs in your dialogue. I'm pointing out the obvious, but Tarantino, Scorsese, they just have a certain magic to their F-bombs. But I don't think Joe Begos has that. When I'm hearing these constant F-bombs every other sentence and there's no magic feel to it, I just get turned off on this fucking movie. Ironically, I just cursed there, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say when it comes to the magic of the F-bomb in film. Some of the POV shots through Santa when he's about to go in for the kill seemed a bit wonky and janky through my perspective. I have to admit, I started to like this movie around the 40-minute mark. I thought the kills got meaner, they got bloodier. I surprisingly started to like the characters just a little bit when we get to the final half of the film. Christmas, Bloody Christmas is only an hour and 27 minutes, including the credits. So I am disappointed that I started to like the film at the 40-minute mark. But then again, this is all just my personal viewing. If you guys love this film, hey, no problem. I can understand why. I just saw Violent Night not that long ago, and I had a blast. I love that movie. And that has a super goofy premise. So I can understand if you love this film. I've seen 3 Joe Begos films so far. I saw Bliss, which I wasn't a fan of either. I saw VFW, which I really loved. And this film, which I wasn't a fan of. So in my opinion, Joe Begos is 1 out of 3 for me. The cinematography I'm half and half on. I think there's some pretty cool shots in the snow, but there's also some pretty cheap shots as well. I get Joe Begos' style with the 80s kind of feel, but overall, I think I would have liked this film just a tad bit more if we focused less on these unlikable characters in the first half. As much as I didn't care for our main character, Tori, I gotta say that the actress did a pretty good job when we get near the end of the film. She did a good job with selling the terror, going through some pain, but the thing that gets me the most is the characters, the constant F-bomb dialogue that doesn't have that F-bomb magic. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. It won't die. This fucking Santa Claus won't die. It's like an indestructible Terminator Santa. I'm gonna give Christmas, Bloody Christmas a 5 out of 10. Thank y'all for watching. It's been your boy Fro Thizzle. Until next time, subscribe if you want to hear more Fro nerdy talk. Thank you.